boner.
But come on.
That's the best part to start off on. That's the best part to start on because a boner is exactly what you get for watching the next film in our talk about, which is Destroy All Monsters, baby.
It sounds like it.
That's the one movie I
right?
saw as a kid where I was like, I want to watch this again.
Oh my god, all these monsters, you get everything. And here's the thing. This was actually originally supposed to be Godzilla's swan song, if you will, his last film. Because they were
really?
like, Tomoyuki Tanaka was like,
every Jason movie, Freddy movie, Michael Myers movie.
Well, when they make that money, baby, it's time
you gotta make a comeback.
You gotta make
Why
a comeback.
is Michael Myers the only one that's successful, though? I'm sorry. I'm going to go on a rant here for a second. Godzilla off topic.
We don't want to ruin the hour that we only have.
All right, yeah, you're right. All right, go on.
But anyway, so Destroy All Monsters.
And Quincy goes, wait, I want to hear this rant.
Yeah,
do you want to hear the rant? Do you want to hear the
No,
rant?
I don't. I don't want.
No, we made that another rant. We made that another episode.
Halloween rant, the sequel.
Rant.
Why you gotta be so many?
Halloween, because one was not good enough, apparently.
No.
Oh, dude, I'm just wandering around as Godzilla right now. I'm like towering over everything. I'm like, wow.
That's what you do, though. That's your job. That's your
I want to fight
9 to 5 job.
I want to fight 1964 Godzilla as this Godzilla. Just see how much.
You got to beat up my googly eye. You got to beat up my googly eye Godzilla. That's the one I grew up with. Yeah, it's very nice.
Good for you.
He got the googlies. Actually, the worst Godzilla costume is in Son of Godzilla. It looks so fucking ugly. It is the most ugliest. It's the googliest. But,
all right, moving on. Monsters. Destroy All Monsters.
Destroy All Monsters. So this is actually was supposedly supposed to be the last Godzilla movie, but it made money, and you have all your monsters in it. Some obscure ones like Varon the Invincible, which had his own movie, but was kind of unknown.
Yeah, I don't think America. I think if America got it, it was probably under a different name, like most of the movies are.
Varon. It was Varon the Invincible. They called it that. Yeah, they didn't change much. I mean, they said the dubbing was terrible, and it was just not a very interesting movie, and Varon was barely in it. So there you go.
Oh, yeah, sounds like it. Sounds like
that sounds like still gonna include them.
That sounds like Jason in Manhattan, by the way, which I still want to go on my rant here. No, just kidding.
You really?
Here we go again.
Fine.
I'm just kidding.
You started though,
because Jason Manhattan takes place on a boat the whole time.
And then takes place in Vancouver. I mean, Manhattan for one shot.
And can I ask, how is a lake connected to the ocean?
Shut up, man.
Jay, you know, lakes go into the ocean, and that ocean leads to. Just shut up and just go with it.
Just
shut up and have fun, damn it!
You can clearly see in the past that Crystal Lake here. Sir, in scene 32 of Jason.
Shut the fuck up! This is my movie. Are you a professional? Are you a professional, Johnny? It's like, oh, good for you. No, shut the fuck up! I'm just my goddamn. Okay.
All right.
Who's the money? Who's the money?
Who's the money? Show me the money. Show me the money. Oh my God, Jerry Maguire. Anyway. But no, it's a very effective film. I enjoy Destroy All Monsters. It's a slow burn, but when it gets to the Godzilla fighting action, it does it all good, babe. It's all good there.
All right.
I recommend it. I recommend it for anybody who wants to see it. An extravaganza of Monster Mayhem. Yeah, an extravaganza of Monster Mayhem.
I like it. I like it.
I have to be the promoter.
Just give me a giant kaiju stew, please.
There's a really good scene where like Ghidorah's on the ground and like everyone's just stomping his head,
beating the shit out of this bitch.
Because it's funny because Ghidorah's the only one where like there are times where it's a person in a costume, but most of the time when they use the model, it's just a big, golden.
It's like model. Flying and he's barely moving. Now. The thing about costume King Ghidorah, it is huge. Like, it's so huge. Big. It's like Quincy, the size of my room.
You gotta look up pictures of like set footage of Godzilla because the costumes, dude. The costumes, when you see the guys putting them on, they're fucking huge. Like, it's kind of weird saying that because it's a monster movie, or a giant monster movie.
Yeah.
But like
the relative size, it's a lot. Yeah. It's huge.
it's epic in scale and everything, in cinematography. Acting's all right, but it's not about that. It's about the monsters, and it's a good mob. It's entertaining. Now, this is what happened after this. When we get Destroy All Monsters, blew its load, done. We come back. It made money. Time to make more Godzilla movies at Toho Studios. Now, the problem that happened eventually, is that it didn't happen until maybe I think after Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, which is the next one we're going to talk about, actually. And
that's the one.
It was an economic crisis with the oil, and Japan was having a recession, and so budgets were cut a lot for Godzilla movies. But I think it happened after Godzilla versus the Smog Monster, which is the next one. That is by far, Mr. Panic Pun might agree with me on this, the strangest Godzilla movie of all time.
It's super weird, Q.
It's really trippy. Yeah. Like, we're talking like... Do you want me to describe it?
Dude, talk about this. Like, there's a dance club scene where everyone's wearing, like, rubber fish masks and on drugs.
No, okay. I'll explain this. So, it's a very psychedelic film. It's a psychedelic film. It's mostly about... It's about, pollution. That's the theme of it. It's like Ghidorah is made from the pollution that was started in Japan. Like, it's gotten so bad with the plants and everything, and energy plants are being built, and it's polluting the air and the oceans. And what came out of that, what was born out of that, is Ghidorah, the Smog Monster. And this motherfucker is disgusting. He's basically a pollution.
You know what Ghidorah looks like?
No.
All right, I'm gonna send
him a pic. And he can shoot lasers out of his eyes. He can morph into 3 forms: a flying form, a bipedal form, and a quadruped form. He's strange, but he was actually a pretty good match. Yeah, he's very creepy, but he was a good match for Godzilla. Like, he really gave Godzilla a run for his money. Like, it was kind of tense. Like. And the way it's shot and the music, it's got a very creepy sort of feel to it, like a very literally unclean feel to it. But the crazy stuff, it was a very experimental movie. Like, they use every which filming techniques in this movie. But the scene that really throws people off, obviously, is the scene where it's in a nightclub. And there's psychedelic, splotches on the wall. There's films going on in the background with like thriving colors and shit. And you see a Japanese girl, I think in a suit. She was like in a colored suit onesie, and she's singing a song about saving the earth, and that's a famous song at the beginning of the movie, which is kind of catchy. I like it. But
we'll talk about catchy songs soon.
We will. And what happens is one of the main characters, I think he's like the brother of the main kid in this movie, another Kenny, if you will. He's in the club, and he's tripping balls. And once he starts tripping, everybody else in the club has different like fish heads, and they're just throbbing to the music, and they're just like, it's all like fish mask and shit. And he's just like, damn, what did they put in my drink? And that's how it goes with that scene. And the Smog Monster eventually attacks that club. Like, the smog seeps in
that
down
poor
the steps.
Cat too. There's a part where a cat gets covered in. Like, Japan has a thing against cats. So there's several animes where I've seen they just kill the cats like right away.
They're so rampant.
I guess they're treated like rats.
That's pretty ugly, huh?
Yeah,
it's a pollution.
That's creative,
just like. It
looks like the way you guys both described it. Looks just like a giant sewage monster or whatever.
Yep, like pollution.
Pollution.
I feel like it was a costume that caught fire in a set fire and just like melted, and they're like, "Hey, we can use this, right?
We can use that costume. That'd be great."
We use that costume.
He's a very tough component for Godzilla. It's a really unique film. Like, when I saw it as a kid, I was like Panic Bun over here, I was like, this is a little weird. This is a little strange.
It's just the one movie where I'm like, I'm not interested, because like the monster's cool. I'm not gonna lie, that design is really cool.
Very unique.
But like, I'm not a fan of just that movie in general, because like it's just weird, and it's a message on pollution, even though it's not pollution. It ends up the creatures from space, which was a really weird thing to do. But
This kind of defeats the purpose of saying that it's pollution, right?
Right.
Yes.
But it's like pollution mixed with space, so it's like space pollution.
That's right. It came from outer space. You're absolutely right.
Yeah, because
And,
but you know the director
like an asteroid. It was like an asteroid or something that was falling.
Did this director make Violente?
No, this director, believe it or not, actually helped with making the last year's Godzilla King of the Monsters. He actually, it was his last film.
Wow.
Mr. Bono, as I call him, Yoshimitsu Bono. He actually, it was his last film before he died. It was his last movie he did.
Wow.
And I'm like, wow, that's cool.
I'm surprised there was no Ghidorah reference in the fucking movie.
Well, maybe I think there was, but it was in those little news clips at the end where they reference a lot of all the other Godzilla monsters. Like, oh, there's
You mean the monsters that they didn't get the rights for, like
Yeah.
Anguirus
Well,
or anything. I really thought that one monster was going to be Anguirus.
Me too, because he came out of the ground. And I'm like,
Yeah.
he's got spikes on him. All right, it might be him.
No, but
It
it's
wasn't.
just so, and that ugly, like they're all like knockoffs like of creatures that we've probably seen, and that and that Muto that they
Mammoth.
didn't use, yeah, the mammoth.
The third one. The mammoth, yeah. Oh, well. But still, I watch it as an adult now, and I think it's a very unique film for what it is. It's it's very experimental, but if you want a weird Godzilla movie, this is the one.
I'm fighting space. Oh, dude, I'm fighting Mecha Ghidorah.
Oh no.
Anyway, go on.
So, the strangest, you said.
Yes, The Strangest, and along with that, I think it's a fun one to watch when you want to see something out of the norm for Godzilla. I definitely kind of recommend it on that regard. I think it's probably one of the more maybe one of the more mature Godzilla movies in some way or another. It's not very,
there's families that like you see die.
Yeah, like when the Smog Monster flies over them with his pollution coming out of the back of him. These people, they literally either get mutated on their face or they turn into skeletons.
Yeah,
and they're like rags and shit. Yep.
There's no in between.
Nope, not really. I mean, you might get affected if he gets close enough to you and he like scrunches your face, and then it's like, damn, my face is fucked up. I don't think I can recover. Like Two-Face. You basically become Two-Face at that moment. It's not pretty. It's not pretty.
Yeah.
But
doesn't sound polite.
Hell yeah. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, actually, I think I missed one, but do we really have to talk about Godzilla's Revenge?
Can we just get it out of the way really quick? Well, Quincy's never heard of it.
This is the worst Godzilla movie of all time.
Yeah, it's really bad,
Quincy. It's a clip show. It's basically using all the fight scenes, for the most part, are lifted from Son of Godzilla and Godzilla versus the Sea Monster, and we might have a few scenes that are new, but they're very brief, where Godzilla fights this new monster that's like a bully for his son. It's called Ghidorah, and he's like one of the stupidest looking kaiju in the series. He looks like, what would you say he looks like, Mr. Panic Pun? What would you say?
Oh my god, I don't know.
Like a pimply,
he's like a
long neck,
monster.
He uses electricity, and he has a horn, and his face looks like a cat. That's it. A pimply.
It's just a bad movie. And Manila talks.
Yep, he actually talks for the first time.
That happen? It happens.
Oh, it happens throughout the movie.
What did you just say?
I said it happens through most of the movie.
Oh yeah, like the kid falls asleep on a plane, and I think it's all a dream, right?
Here's the thing: he falls asleep, and yes, everything is in his head. It's all a dream, and and knowing that is not really fun.
But it makes me happy though that it's not canon.
Yeah, I mean it's
It was around the time they were trying to make Godzilla like friendly towards children,
and there are some kids who this is their first Godzilla. Oh, you make him a hero.
Defending the city instead of destroying it.
Make him a superhero,
even though he destroys it in the process.
Yeah, well, like most heroes, you think about
it.
Yeah,
you're right.
Superman, Man of Steel. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I take Super Saiyan through pretty much the entire.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, can we take this battle out in the desert? Because it just seems like the best place for us to fight. Oh wait, we're gonna end up on the highway.
Let's take it in an IHOP.
Fuck up those
Let's
people.
take the most populated part of the city.
Right? Oh my god. Collateral damage, like Abu said, collateral damage. But but no, it's pretty bad. I mean, if you want to see the worst that Godzilla has to offer, it's that
would
one.
be it.
Yeah, just don't watch it. It's not gonna.
It's not really. Unless you're, it's for kids, sure, but for adults, no.
Don't waste your time. All right.
Don't waste your time, kids. Let's see what's next. We got ourselves motherfucking. This is actually one I like a lot. Godzilla versus Gigan, and I fucking love this one.
Is this the one where he talks?
Yes, him and Anguirus.
Yeah, here you go, Quincy.
Wait, you want me to do this? You want me to do this? All right. So, okay. So this movie
I didn't see it that much.
I'll explain it. So basically, this is about alien invaders who want to build this amusement park, and they want to call it Peaceland or something like that.
Like I said, Quincy, they're trying to make it child friendly.
It sounds like a trap.
Child friendly. It is a trap.
Okay.
It's all for all peace and perfect peace, which there's no such thing.
Yeah.
And so that's their plan. And what they're trying to do now is they have a tape that is basically a plot. Like they play it, and the only thing that can understand it is the monsters on Monster Island or Gigan and King Ghidorah, which, big surprise, the aliens are controlling King Ghidorah, and they also own Gigan. And these are aliens that are from the Nebula Space Hunter unit. And they are... should I tell them?
Yeah, I mean, go ahead.
Lay it on me. I might still watch these later, but go ahead.
No, you're not.
These are alien cockroaches that take the bodies of dead individuals as human receptacles. Yeah. So they're like, yeah, we were a species that survived the most worst of conditions.
They're like zombies.
Oh, there you go. Well, cockroaches have been around since the time of dinosaurs, so it makes sense. So
yeah.
So they basically use Gigan and King Ghidorah to fuck up, Tokyo, and then Godzilla and Anguirus hear of this, and they go from Monster Island to Tokyo to stop them, and it's an all-out brawl. And on top of that, they also use a lot of stock footage because of the recession that was going on at the time with the oil crisis in the 70s. So that is why they had to do that. So if you notice, Godzilla's costume changes between scenes that look like they're from other movies, most likely because they are.
Interesting.
Very. I recommend it. I love it. I think it's a good one.
All right.
All right.
And it's the introduction. And he's also with a fan favorite.
It's the introduction to what? We lost you there.
Oh, I said it's an introduction to my favorite Godzilla villain, and King Ghidorah is there, so you get the two for the price of one.
The funny thing about Gigan, Quincy, he's like the one villain that runs away all the time. When shit gets heated, he runs away.
What do you mean? Why he's scared?
Well, he gets his ass handed to him, and then
he looks like a
"Oh,
giant
fuck that
chicken.
Shit." He's like a. Show him the picture. Send him a picture of Gigan.
All right, I gotta pause the game.
Classic Gigan.
I need you to give me a profile picture of all these kaijus we're talking about, so I can have a reference.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
It's like I need it.
Yeah,
but if you want,
Gigan's weird. He's just really weird.
He's actually one of the more unique kaijus in Godzilla.
Yeah, I gotta admit,
he's really cool. Let's see. Well, the next one's actually my favorite, and I grew up with this. Is actually my first Godzilla movie that comes up. It's Godzilla vs. Megalon.
Well,
Godzilla
since this is
Megalon.
this is your favorite, because like what's after this? Are we in the 70s?
Yeah, we're in the 70s. Yeah,
okay.
Early 70s.
We're gonna be talking about like, the one that Quincy and I just recently talked about.
Oh, we'll get into it's right after this one. So you want me to?
Let me get Megalon.
Want me to splooge on this one? All right.
Yeah, let's.
All right. Let's finish on this.
So just explain the plot.
All right. So we got some nuclear testing that's going on around the certain islands out in the Pacific. Again, big surprise. And it's affecting this underwater civilization known as the Cetopians, or Cetopia. And they don't like that. And they basically send these 2 spies to take over the main character's laboratory, where he has a robot that he's been building named Jet Jaguar.
Oh,
which
God. I gotta fucking find a picture of Jet Jaguar now.
Jet Jaguar is the man. You don't fuck with the Jag.
No, he's not. He's only in one movie.
But I'm just saying. You don't fuck.
In that one movie, you don't fuck with him.
You don't fuck with him.
Oh, it just doesn't make sense.
He knows Kung Fu.
It's a Willem Dafoe robot. That's all it is.
Oh. I was going to say Jack Nicholson at a Burger King, but,
Damn.
Seriously, when you see his face, you're like, that's a Jack Nicholson smile. And his colors represent the old Burger King colors. So there you go.
Really?
But I like Jet Jaguar is the one who needed another movie, seriously. But I like him a lot. This is me. You want
With
me?
a name like that, he
fun.
deserves it. With a name like that, he deserves it.
Definitely.
He does. It's fine. He's got his own theme song at the end of the movie. For God's sake.
God.
Jet Jaga.
No,
Jet Jaga. Yatta Jaga.
Oh
punch,
my God.
punch, punch.
Jet Jaguar is saying hey, let's have a show about Chaozu.
Oh, I think that's really unfair. That's unfair.
I would love to learn more about Chaozu.
No. I don't want to hear this shit. No.
Can I continue? Can I continue? Please?
Go ahead.
Thank you. All right. So, what happens is the Utopian's like, fuck you, bitches. You're doing this nuclear testing. It's affecting and destroying our civilization. All right, we're gonna send our own monster up. And our monster is Megalon, which is a giant Hercules beetle that has burrowing drills for hands, or as the guys on Mystery Science Theater 3000 call them, the Chrysler buildings.
Right.
They look like the Chrysler building. They really do. And so, Megalon's fucking up shit. The Cetopian spies have taken control of Jet Jaguar to guide Megalon to Tokyo and to fuck up more shit. So what happens? The scientist or the inventor who created Jet Jaguar is like, I got a little medallion here. I'm going to take control of Jet Jaguar and get him to get Godzilla to come and help us. And the Cetopians find out about that, and they're like, you know what? We need another monster. Can you call the Nebula M Space Hunter unit and tell them that we need their monster Gigan to help us out? So you got this 4-way brawl between Jet Jaguar and Godzilla versus Gigan and Megalon. And it's a fun, tag team match that cannot be missed.
Uh-huh.
I love this. And it's the introduction to the infamous, may I add, Godzilla sliding tail jump kick.
Oh, God. Yeah, Quincy, look that up. You're going to have to look that up on your own. I'm not going to say
look
that.
it up, man.
Yeah,
It's
I'm going to look
amazing.
that up right now.
It's amazing. Just look up Godzilla's, jump kick, and you got it right there. It's 23 seconds. And they do it twice because it was that awesome. I love this movie. I fucking love this movie. It's camp. It's the campiest Godzilla movie.
Yeah.
And I love it.
God.
But,
all right, so what's we're gonna have to go past some of these films,
well, we want to. Don't you want to talk about your Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla?
Oh gosh, yeah. All right, so let's talk about this one. All right, Quincy just recently watched this one. So
this is a good one.
Basically, the plot is typical every Godzilla movie. Aliens are on this planet, but this time, it's different. It's a little bit different. It's interesting. Because, we normally see, robot versions of our heroes and shit like that,
Yeah.
Yeah,
but,
always the doppelgangers and
so
whatnot.
what's great about this is, out of nowhere, Godzilla just starts attacking, and people are just like, what the fuck's going on? Why is this happening?
I thought Godzilla was a hero. What is he doing? Why is he hurting his friend Anguirus over there?
Yeah, right? Why did he just crack his jaw open and red squishy
I'm like,
came
damn!
out?
I was like, when I saw that as a kid, I'm like, Jesus fucking no!
When I saw that as a kid, too, I was like, what the fuck's going on?
But, that was it was pretty gritty. I was like, oh, he just
there's a little bit, but there's something off about it, There's something off.
Well, it's definitely a fatality.
You notice,
Yes,
you notice,
definitely fatality.
you notice Godzilla's not
roars
like,
off.
Yeah,
and he's shooting out yellow beams, and it's like, wait, that's not right.
That's not the Godzilla I know and love.
Yeah.
No. This is like anti-Godzilla.
Yeah. So throughout the movie, like, you know, we're typical human stuff. They figure out there's aliens, and then there's a fight, or Godzilla comes back and starts fucking shit up. Then out of nowhere, Godzilla comes out of his warehouse that he owns by the docks.
Yeah, I know, right?
And
he might just might just get property there.
Yeah. So and then he
By
starts.
the way, kids, I'm about to destroy this part here. Can I do it? We're good? All right, got a contract on it? All right, let's do this.
Starts blasting Godzilla, and then guess what? All of a sudden, evil Godzilla's skin starts falling off, and it's a mecha. He's just some sick android with rocket fingers, rocket toes, laser eyes,
chops. He's got the chompas,
and of course, like, what's up?
I love the reveal. The reveal was like one of the better parts about that.
Yeah,
we
right.
really just flamed all the skin off.
And the music just makes it more epic. It's like dun dun dun, bum 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 bum. That's right.
It was Godzilla heavy metal, yeah.
Whoa, what's going on?
Oh no.
So that and this also introduces another one of the friends of like Godzilla, King and
Godzilla
King
friends.
Caesar, King Caesar. Yeah. Which is
do we have to sing the King Caesar song?
Pretty dope.
I told you, he's a pretty dope character.
Do we have to sing the King Caesar song?
Okay. It is
Can I just
weird.
ask Kyle one question though? Was that song just so good and so powerful? How did he appear from the fucking beach?
It was so strong and so powerful.
Like the echoes and the acoustics, they were just so grand. He was just like, then sing my intro. I felt like he was like the rock boy.
Give me the power. Give me the power, I beg of you.
King Caesar is definitely like one of those like rough and tumble kind of fighters, and it's sad that we don't really see him that much anymore.
Yeah, they don't really use him. And I felt like the scene was like DBZ where he Godzilla held him, Mechagodzilla for a second, and then King Caesar came like charging or whatever. I'm like, oh look.
But all right, we need to talk about that. The aliens are like gorilla people.
They're like
it's
like gorilla reptiles that have leprosy.
Yeah,
that's it. And they're basically just Planet of the Apes ripoffs. And the thing is this is a film that was borrowing a lot of genres, like the James Bond kind of genre, spy genre, mixed with Planet of the Apes, because it was popular at the time. And like I told Quincy, it was the Jun Fukuda who directed this movie. He did a lot of spy films in Japan, so it makes sense that the aesthetic and the way it was done was like that. And also answer your other question that you had: why is Godzilla magnetic? Well, he got struck by electricity, and hence made him magnetic.
The guy removes his pipe,
I felt like he was a Jedi at one point.
Would you want him to be a Jedi? Can he get robes that size,
Oh, yeah. That's what I was hoping. I was like, oh, he just learned the Force? He was just, like, controlling, like, Mechagodzilla was, like, trying to wear, like a little bitch. And he's like, where you going, bro? Come here. I got you. I want to talk to you a little bit more.
Yeah, right.
And that's when he, like, fucked him up.
We need to talk about here's the one scene I want to bring up. So, like, there's a part where King Caesar and Godzilla are now, like, on one side, and Mechagodzilla is on the other side. And wait, what just happened? I just lost Mike.
We said on too. It must have happened.
Oh shoot! Hold on. Hold on a second. I'm gonna have to stop. I'm gonna.
No, go ahead. Do your thing. Stop or whatever. Just let me know whenever you're ready.
Let's just hope he comes back really soon. We can talk about it because he knows about it. But I want to talk about the scene where when they both just get shot up.
when he lights them up? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, he just they're just lighting him up. He's just blasting them with everything he has.
What's going on?
What's up?
So sorry about that.
It's okay.
I got a phone call.
No, that's fine.
Oh, it's all right.
We just...
My girlfriend just ordered me Chinese food from Arizona. Nice. This is awesome.
Oh, nice.
She's in Arizona. Wait, she's in Arizona right now?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I'm thinking of moving back there eventually, but yeah, too time.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, we just talked about how Mechagodzilla like lit up.
Was laying
King
the hammer
Ghidorah,
down on
or
him.
King
Laying
Ghidorah.
that smack down under a candy apple.
Put his fucking put his hand down his fucking throat.
Yeah.
And I'm just
crazy.
like, God damn. Mechagodzilla don't fuck around. Like
he was fisted. Yeah, he fisted over this. I was like, whoa, bro. Oh, dude, that's what he did.
Down the wrong hole.
He was just like, here you go, take it, eat it. I was like, whoa, bro. I don't even know you like that.
Eat it.
Your mom. Where your claws have been. Where your claws have been, bro.
Yeah, right.
You might have the virus.
God damn it. Oh, that's amazing. That was good. You know what? Quincy, I'll give you props on that, brother.
Thank you. I tried.
You did good. You did good, kid. You did real good.
Thanks, guys.
So, it's just like, it's also an introduction to my favorite kind of thing, which is cheesy as fucking cliche. The villain that's also just a different version of the hero, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know what actually was, was actually a really good compliment to that film?
What?
There, Mr. Panic Pun. This one YouTuber I follow, Up from the Depths, he actually said it best. He said, this is a movie that should be admired for its B-movie goodness.
Yeah.
While he said the same thing for Godzilla vs. Megalon, but that's more Z-movie goodness. I'm like, I agree with both terms. This is very much a B-movie that needs to be seen to be believed and just admired for the creativity and just good cinematography and fight scenes. There you go.
Yeah, I'll give it that.
Yeah,
I did enjoy that Godzilla was more of a brawler. So, like, the whole kind of, like, weak attacks, like, he actually looked like he actually went to training, like, he took some MMA lessons or something.
Yeah.
He's like, the dumbest thing in the movie is that he goes in, he's like, ooh, force field. I should put my fingers in that. God damn it, that didn't work the way I thought it would.
Sorry, when did it become like a little kid moment? Like, oh, fire didn't touch it.
Don't touch the stove. Don't touch the stove. God damn it, Godzilla. Don't just stop touching the
don't touch that energy wave. Well, he did it. All right, there we go.
The energy field is going to fuck you up, Godzilla, but
so you guys... all right, so where are we at right now? Because, like, we could do a part 3, but we could do a part 3 another day.
We're on to Terra Mechagodzilla with Titanosaurus.
What the fuck?
Titanosaurus.
No.
Titanosaurus.
No, we're skipping this. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about here.
You lie. Lie.
No.
Should I? I'm going to talk about it really quick, please.
Really quick.
Okay, this is a return. This movie is actually a return to the original Godzilla director, Shiro Honda, who directed most of the Godzilla movies from the Showa era. And we bring back Mechagodzilla. He's rebuilt by another alien species. And then a scientist decides, hi, I created this amphibious giant dinosaur called Titanosaurus, and I'd like to join forces with you guys. And we're going to try to fuck up Godzilla.
Oh my god.
It's another one of these. It's a 70s as fuck. And that was the last Godzilla movie in the Showa era. So now we're on to Mr. Panic Pun's favorite line of Godzilla movies, the Heisei era.
Oh, alright, Quincy. Yeah, we can do a part 3, but we only got 18 minutes left.
We can do this. I got this.
Alright,
I got this.
Alright, Quincy, I'm going to show you the posters of the Heisei era.
Alright, go ahead.
So the one we're talking about now is Godzilla 1985, or Return of Godzilla. This is the one where we're like, Halloween 2018. This is the real sequel. All those other movies you saw?
Yeah.
This is the real
they don't
sequel.
matter. All those 60 years, or 40 years, or 30, or whatever at this time.
60.
Yeah.
60.
I will go see this
or
movie.
40 about right now. Godzilla 1985 is actually one of my favorites of the Heisei era, and it's absolutely spectacular. You want to talk about a movie that gets me amped to watch a Godzilla movie? That's one of them.
Yeah.
Because the build-up and the soundtrack is amazing. Like, look up, when you can, Quincy, look up Godzilla 1985 theme song, and look up Americanized version of it. It is fucking epic. Sorry, I'm eating my food here too.
You're fine.
But yeah, dude, it is amazing. It's actually the thing that makes me happy, and a lot of people might agree with me on this one, is that when Godzilla goes up against the Super X, which is like this advanced floating like military armored like aircraft that shoots lasers, missiles, and stuff.
Yeah.
When you play the game, the actual game that Mr. Panic Bun is playing, and you go up against 3 of those fucking Super X's, you are glad to see Godzilla fuck up this one in this movie, because you're like, you know what? After playing that game, all the bullshit you got me through.
I
Super
already
X.
faced two of the Super X's. I hated those things.
Oh, I know, but I'm just saying they're fucking annoying, and you can't wait to see them get destroyed. Same in this movie is what I'm getting at. It's so satisfying, but I like it. I think I definitely recommend Godzilla 1985. The only thing is, if I need the Americanized version of this, you have to go either bootleg or some other way. But the Japanese version is available for Blu-ray. So if you want to do that, that's cool too. Still a good version.
Yeah,
I highly recommend it. Now, Godzilla versus Violente. Godzilla versus giant plant monster hybrid.
Oh god,
that looks like him.
I remember this one.
This one is the one where me and Quincy we're like, it's all right.
This is a famous one. HBO video. Yep, absolutely. Basically that, and it's kind of stupid. I kind of think the whole spirit of the scientist's daughter is within the plant, and I'm like, how does that plot? This spiritual crap. But I will say this: Violente is a very unique monster. I think he's really unique, or she. I'm sorry, she.
Yeah, the costume, the design is awesome in the end.
Yeah, I give you props for that.
It's gruesome. It fucked up Godzilla pretty badly. Like he passed out at the end of that movie. He got knocked out.
He was done. It was one of the movies where Godzilla was done at the end. Like he didn't even win this one.
Yeah. He had the rest.
He did his best.
Yeah.
He did his best. And now we move on to one that I really like. It's got a badass fucking poster. Is Godzilla versus King Ghidorah.
Oh yeah.
And
Ghidorah.
Oh man,
it's the one where we're introduced to a new version of King Ghidorah.
Yep, and it's a time traveling movie.
It's a time traveling movie.
Yeah, try keeping track of this shit. Oh, can we tell them about the best joke in this fucking movie?
Yeah, go for it.
The Steven Spielberg joke.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, get this, Quincy. Okay, so we go back in time. We see the spaceship that goes back in time. It goes over a naval ship, and you see these 2 people talking. The commander and like a petty officer. And the petty officer's like, oh my god, that can't be a spaceship, can it? What do you think? He's like, well, the commander's like, well, what we're going to do, we're going to treat it like it doesn't exist.
Oh my gosh.
And this is also would be a good story for when your child is born, Mr. Spielberg. And he's like, I'll tell him, sir. Yeah, I'll tell them all. And it's just...
What? Wait, this actually was...
Yes. This did
actually lines from the film?
Yes.
Yeah, the dub version.
Sergeant Spielberg.
The dub version, okay.
Major Spielberg.
Wow.
Which is stupid because he wasn't in the Navy. His dad was never in the Navy. His dad was in the Army, which I think is
funny,
insulting, but whatever.
Yeah.
No, it's like the biggest funny joke I've ever heard. No, I'm just kidding.
Or target destroyed. Take that, you dinosaur.
Oh my gosh. Oh, and talk about the baby Ghidorahs.
The Sony Dub the Sony dubs of the Godzilla movies from the 90s are absolutely horrid.
Yeah,
they're
bad.
So bad.
Quincy, there's also baby Ghidorahs in this, but they're not 3-headed. What it is, there's 3 of them, and then they get horribly mutated together in an atomic blast and become Ghidorah.
Okay. So what happens is these time travelers, which are also, I guess, aliens. I guess.
Yeah.
They're just like from another time, from the future, and they're like, we need you to stop Godzilla from being created. So we're going to go back to World War II, to where he is known as, before he became mutated and became the Godzilla we know, he was known as Godzillasaurus, because that's what he was. He was a dinosaur.
Yeah, he was just a regular dinosaur.
Nuclear testing. So the nuclear testing in that area in the Pacific is what turned him into that. And this film, they basically kill him off. They transport his corpse somewhere else in time in Tokyo Bay, I think. And what they do is they replace him with 3 little Dorads, which eventually, after the bombing happened, mutated them, and they became King Ghidorah. They go back to the past in Japan.
Yeah.
And King Ghidorah, it reigns supreme, and there's no Godzilla. Until they eventually think, maybe if we mutate that corpse that was in Tokyo Bay that we left Godzilla transported over there, maybe it might work. But, yeah, it's an epic battle, and then you get an introduction to Mecha King Ghidorah, which is pretty badass,
it's
too.
pretty. So the middle head of Ghidorah is like just a robot head. The wings are robotic. The body's kind of robotic. The legs, I'm not sure. But it's just kind of a cool design. But
it's really neat.
It's just weird to see, like, you know, it's finally like there's a mecha version of like almost every monster at this point.
It is, but I like it though.
Yeah, me too. I mean, not all the time. It'd be weird if there was like a mecha Anguirus or a mecha Mothra or something like that.
Has there not been yet?
No, there hasn't. Not that I know of. Like a mecha Rodan or anything like that. All right, Mike.
No,
we got 10
Spire
minutes.
Rodan. We got this. All right, so Godzilla versus Mothra, the Battle for Earth. That's the introduction to Batra. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Right.
I remember it being average. Post
it is
cool,
pretty average.
But that's about it.
If you like Mothra, watch it. If you don't, just don't. But I will say the set pieces and destruction is worth at least checking out, but it's not one of my favorites. So
yeah.
There is that. What else? We got Godzilla, I think it's versus Mecha Godzilla 2. Yeah. I didn't really watch this one. Mr. Panic Bun, you take it from here.
This one is the one weird where, like, Rodan is like... Rodan. There's like an egg. Doesn't Rodan have an egg? There's a baby in it.
I think so, yeah.
Rodan's trying to protect it. Mecha Godzilla is like rebuilt, and he gets a few upgrades and shit. He's got huge wide hips. He's a little bit taller. This one I wasn't a huge fan of. Like this one I wasn't a huge fan of. I own it. But like
that's why I gave you the floor.
But the thing is, like, it's one of those movies where it's like, oh, you got the concept to bring it back, and it's like directed well. Like, there's some interesting shots, and you know, mechanics, and you know, the suits and everything are really nice. The sets are nice, but that film is just kind of lacking in like plot. And then there's the part where like Rodan dies, but fuses with, not fuses, but like his essence goes into Godzilla, and Godzilla becomes like stronger because of it.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's weird.
His spirit is just in there.
Yeah.
They used a lot of spirituality aspects in the 90s Godzilla movies.
Yeah, they did. So. But, yeah, that's the one where it's like, it's okay, it's not the greatest. Like, it's interesting what they tried to do, but, you know, around that time. Hey, but I was thinking, do you want to do the rest in a part 3 on another day?
Yeah, we can.
Because it's getting around that time where I gotta do my shit.
You got it.
But yeah, but this was an interesting like series to talk about. Quincy, I'm pretty sure
this is fun.
You got some knowledge dropped.
I mean, I learned a lot today. Mr. Zilla.
But no, this was really fun.
Kaiju Mike.
Kaiju Mike, we'll just call you on there from now on.
Yeah, right.
Kaiju Mike sounds fine to me.
No, but that was fun, guys.
Yeah,
this was fun. I agree.
All right, well, let's just say goodbye for now, and we'll do a part 3 another time.
All right, kids. This was fun. Bye, Kaiju kids. To be continued. Bye, Kaiju tears.
Kaiju tears? That's like that. Kaiju tears.
No, get out of here.
Kaiju tears. There you go.
We're not doing this.
I'm going with that.
We're not doing
Copyright.
this.
Oh.